My first attempt of sleeping was horrible because your body is warm, your heart rate's still pumping, and you try to sleep. Eventually I got to fall asleep. I think it was 10 minutes, somebody came to wake me up, and then I had to run again.
To think like I have to do this for another 18 hours was mental for me. Before every run was like, yo, my legs are hurting. And then once you start running, you just keep that pace.
I remember to this day that I said to my dad, there's something that is more to my life, because why am I still here?
I think I'm addicted to pushing myself to something that's uncomfortable and just looking back and being like, you can do this.
In the planning of the event, we specifically designed the layout of the course in such a way that all the teams had to be together. My plan was, how can we get a couple of running clubs together with people that is like from different clubs sitting together in the cool down zone or eating a pizza together. That's why we said we want to build an event where you can cross-pollinate between clubs and differences, because we were representing Willoway, which is a gym. It's not even a running club, and then a gym is represented and a running club is represented, but these two guys can share a pizza together. And so that was our idea, to bring a bunch of people from different walks of life together and to test our fitness and to test our grit and endurance.
Me and Roo have been together for like, we sound like a couple, but we've been together for like 3 years now. I started with him, and everything has always been like, once you just like think, okay, you can just settle down now. He just has like this idea, and now you have to do it.
It's just like, it's a 24-hour endurance race, teams of 6, relay style, 1 kilometer loop, and the people just give it their all for 24 hours.
I want to plan this thing. Roo says, give me like 2 weeks, I'll plan everything, and he's like, we're doing it tomorrow. It was kind of a big event. We didn't think, I thought it was gonna be like a backyard thing, and everybody's just gonna like run in the dark, and it wasn't like that. Even afterwards, I'd like his Roo, that was amazing. That was kind of impressive.
Good, pretty excited. I haven't done a running 24-hour before, but I've done some mountain bike 24-hour events before, so that 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock session is always the hardest.
I think it's literally the early hours between 7 to 12 when we're ending, because literally your body is so fatigued, you don't realize like what you've been putting it through like for the past 18 hours.
Every time I lap you, ne?
Yeah. Every time you lap me.
Yes, then you need to be like, go Nico, go
No. You know, I'm gonna be that big.
It's as simple as that. We're here to win.
Okay.
Mic drop.
Okay.
Well, for myself, I woke up this morning and I was a little bit nervous, but I think now that I'm here, I'm excited. Yes, it's ready. I just want to go.
Okay.
I think it's going to be maybe in the morning hours. I think the stretch maybe from, let's say, 2 until 6. And then I think the last part of like obviously on Saturday, maybe from 10 until 1. But I think that's why we're a team. We're going to encourage each other, we're going to support each other, and we're going to carry each other through to the last hour.
All right, guys, welcome to the Amazfit race. Lekker, put your hands together, let's go. Okay, so we are really excited to host this event. Thanks for your participation. This is the very first time we're hosting something like this. It's always been a dream of mine to host a 24-hour race, and yeah, we actually want to start something bigger in South Africa called the Speed Project, but we'll tell you guys more about that as we're gonna identify the speed teams, because you cannot be doing the speed project if you're a slow project, okay?
So the event we had was a 24-hour event. It was a relay event. It's an idea that I had to have a relay event for 24 hours in teams of 6. I was intrigued by the idea of running for 24 hours, and I wanted to test the limits. I wanted to see what the body is capable of and what paces you can run, and even if it's possible to run 24 hours. And that so I started getting some interest in that, and then after that I thought, instead of going to someone else's 24-hour race, why don't we just host our own 24-hour race? And then obviously we decided to incorporate the Amazfit products into it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So while we saw all the other teams starting out really fast, we were not intimidated by that actually. That motivated us, because we just said our goal was from the beginning is we're gonna go strong through the night. That was our goal.
Firstly, I think once you see the guys like looking like greyhounds and you're like this a little bit more of a Jack Russell type of guy, you get intimidated. And Ruru also taught me this, to never look at the competition, because there's always, especially at the CrossFit competition, there's that the guy with like the six-pack, and he's just like this built guy, and he's mostly in the scale division. He's not even in the big divisions. So yeah, and so my focus isn't always on the people as well. I'm like, yeah, this is my race. I have to do what I can do.
So what do you think about the paces that the people are keeping right now, or that they started off in the first hour?
I'm not sure about it. It's a vibe now, but I think 3 o'clock tomorrow morning is going to be a different thing.
Crazy. Like, I'll be very impressed if they keep those paces throughout the race.
I think they're starting quite fast, so we're going to see if they can maintain it.
Yeah.
I think our strategy is going to catch up at the end.
It's too fast, way too fast.
Well, I think it's a start. I think until the lactic acid sets in, I think some people might drop it to 7 or so, but we'll see how it goes.
I think there's 2 minutes a K right here, so I don't know if they're going to keep that up. But yeah, I think 6 is the way to go.
It's a little bit quick, but I think in 2 hours time it's going to slow down a lot.
Okay, cool. Do you guys think that your team has a great strategy in this event, or are you just winging it?
Yes, we have a strategy, but it's going to change as the time goes, yes.
I didn't really expect anything. I haven't done something like that before. Never done a 24-hour endurance race before, so I didn't know what to expect. So I thought about more or less like a 240 Ks. That'll be fine, 6-minute pace, happy. That didn't work out like that at all. We were way too quick, and it surprised me like by far. 3 laps that we did. So we did 3 laps and then 3 sets of that 3 laps. The first one, my heart rate was like 192. So that's almost maxed out effort for the first few laps of the 24-hour race. So I thought, yeah.
Toe sê tot ons by. Hier kom Roan, hy's wakker. Hy's lus vir jou. Ja, chat. Dole. Maar is okay. It's lekker.
I make of it. Yeah. I mean, I think if you see the flag, you see the community, I think you just default running faster. I think since we are only one team, we really want to put our name out there. As you can see, Brooklyn Run. So that's the strategy at the moment. We're not so bothered about the pace, we're more bothered about like just getting the people to know who we are, and Brooklyn Run is who we are.
Okay, Brooklyn Run obviously started in Brooklyn. You know, this is where the home is, the home base. Yeah, it started as a community run every single Monday morning. You know, the whole thing about Brooklyn Run is to win the week, and that's what we do on Mondays.
We were weighing a 4:05 pace from that first 5k, so a bit fast out of the blocks. We were just trying to hold the front guys. So yeah, we'll see where it takes us, and yeah, hopefully we can carry that forward.
I think at the 24-hour race, Mac, who started Brooklyn Run, he made it a point, and it was flags out. Every single runner gets, everyone else runs with the flags, the music going. And I think at the end, I mean, he couldn't be there at the end, but he made sure that at the end it was flags up, cameras were out, the music is going. So I think it is very intentional, but like you said, it does come naturally to the Brooklyn Run community.
But the hype was magnificent. The music, everything was very cool. And that, I think that set it up for a cool race to come.
I will say some of the teams were definitely afraid of us. All of the teams for the start, because we look like this professional athletes. We all work for Hoka, so everybody has Hoka kit, Hoka shoes, everything you need. Everybody did a 3K loop, everybody under sub 4 minute. I think we went out a bit fast, but the first 5 hours of the event went very well. If I'm not mistaken, we were in the lead for definitely the first 5 hours.
Listen guys, with the first hour and a half down, how are you guys feeling?
Oh, we're still feeling strong, eh?
Still feeling strong?
We want more, we want more.
We want more.
Yeah.
And so you guys were sort of part of the pace setting pack. How you guys feel? Do you think you'll be able to keep the pace all the way through, or what?
I think we'll say we were the pacers, but now we're the leaders. So there's a difference, but we're feeling good. We're feeling good.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think is the biggest competition for you guys here right now?
So far, I will say it's Brooklyn Run. Brooklyn Run, but they're starting too fast, so we will see where the hours take us.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all about endurance.
And you guys think you have a lot of that?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, run as fast as we can, as much as we can. We had a pretty solid team. We all understood each other very well. We had a very good system and sequence, and we very much made team decisions on everything.
So to be honest with you, runners in the team was definitely Jock Jansen van Rensburg. He's quite a proper athlete. He's actually a cyclist. He did the Tour de France, one of South Africa's strongest road cyclists we have seen. And then we have TK, who's like sort of a social runner. Throughout the weekends he runs with some friends. And then we have myself, Lichianu, Stein, and my brother, who maybe ran 5 times this year. So yeah, 2 runners, and in Afrikaans we call it geleentheidshardlopers. Yeah.
It feels, so the perfect way I could describe it, it feels like you're farming backwards.
Oh.
Honestly, you sink so deep into that stuff. It's like running on sink sand, but you just keep on moving forward.
Lot harder. I think the resistance is more, and I think the tension is playing a role as well. I think the grass is not even. I think people that don't have strong ankles and stuff, it's going to suffer throughout the night, and it's going to become sore, and I think we're going to see people crack because of the grass and stuff, definitely.
Obviously with the surface not being solid, the longer you run, the more tired you get, the slower you feel, especially because it's like a floppy surface, if you want to call it like that.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you're struggling to get like lift off a bit, the more tired you get. So I would say it's going to affect everyone eventually. It's just it's probably like a little bit of a mind game who can handle it better.
Running into the night, yeah, it was tough. The evening part was fine. I'd say from, let's say, 6 till it became dark-ish, from 6 until 8, 9 o'clock. It was fine. I could feel I'm tired, but it was fine. I could still keep going. There was a few people, there was still music playing, all of those kind of things. But yeah, then from there, like the graveyard shift, if you can call it that, from 11-ish to about 4, 5, that was really, really tough.
So what happened was we started our race, we were a couple of hours in, and one of our team members had to leave for an event that he had. He came back after 2 hours, and then it was around about 7 o'clock when we started to set in and we could start feeling fatigue, starting slowly to set into our bodies, and he just couldn't run anymore. And yeah, we eventually made the decision after his second attempt to run, he really couldn't run fast or even run at all. And we just made a team decision to say, listen, we got to pick up for where he left off. And I think it was around about 7, 8 o'clock in the night, we realized we're down to a team of 5 instead of 6, and we still got 14 hours to go.
You can't really do anything now to it. You can't get a person to fill in. You have to. You are the person to fill that in. And I was just like, yo, I'm gonna sleep a little bit less now. But
nobody even noticed, or even we didn't even complain about it. We just say we're gonna pick up the extra miles, and that's how we're gonna do it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think initially when I thought about this race, I had no idea what to expect. Especially, reflecting back, I think it was an absolutely amazing experience, and I didn't expect it at all. Especially in the preparation, because I've never done a 24-hour race, so you've genuinely got no idea what to expect. And now reflecting back, I am so happy that I did it, and I would absolutely do it again. It was genuinely, I think, one of the coolest things that I've ever done.
The one person out of my team was Nicole. I mean, it's lovely to see another girl powering through as well, but whenever I looked at her, she was just pacing. She ran past me a few times as well, quick. And every time she did run past me, she'd say something motivational.
It's so crazy because I think my perspective is completely changed after completing the event, because I thought the
the most difficult part would be, running throughout the night and also that last stretch on the Saturday. But I think Friday evening, let's say between 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., that was kind of a reality check for me, because then you realize you're not even halfway through.
Speel nog. Oké. Ja, ik zei, ik voel fris.
The winning logo, yeah? Just gonna determine. This is why you gotta get the mentality. This is when it starts to kick in, when it starts to get a bit lonely out there. So find someone to run with, keep it going, and then keep the vibes up. It'll keep you going for a bit longer. Even if it means going a bit slower, you just gotta, it fuels you for a bit longer.
Like we're moving over 20 k's for each individual now. So I think that's stretching just something you're used to, So since that half marathon distance is something we're very comfortable with, so now feels like we're moving into the next phase of the night. I still feel good. Punched 5k's now, still under our 5k per minute.
I'm not sure about them. I think the girls are staying at about 4:30, 4:50, something closer to 5. I've just been maintaining 3:50 to about 4 minutes.
We just ordered some good pizza as well. So I think we're going into like a mid-race carbo load at the moment. So I think the morale is very good. Everyone's still very amped for the late night, so feeling good.
Feeling great.
Once nighttime came, it was just a lot easier to run with music in. You just put your earphones in, lights on, and you just kind of get in the zone. We did, my favorite loop that I actually did was at about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I did a 10-kilometer loop. But it was just earphones in, light was on, and you just went.
Not being able to sleep, lying around, rolling around because of the adrenaline pumping, you're not really shutting down, so no sleep. And also in the back of your head, like, okay, if I go to sleep now, what if they can't wake me up for me to run the next leg or whatever, something like that. So I'm constantly awake to not miss my run, but I want to sleep because I'm tired. So mentally it was more tiring than the run specifically in that specific time of the race.
In the middle of the night, I think if you fit, then it's like you don't have to fight every single muscle in your body to continue going. But at this stage of the race, it was like everybody just wanted to survive and get done with this race.
And you're tired, like you want to go to bed, you want to go sleep. So I had more or less about 3 hours to sleep, which is a lot. But I think after my first half an hour that I completed, when I laid on my bed, in your head you're just constantly, I need to run again, I need to wake up now. You can't sleep, you need to mentally prepare, because now you're going to run again at 3 a.m. in the morning.
I think running through the night is never easy. I don't know if there was any way to avoid it. We were going to run through some sort of the night, whatever time it started and whatever time it ended. So I think the sleep was tough, getting sleep, trying to find a place to sleep. It's noisy. There's lots of people around.
Jock's the team captain, yeah, for good reason. He's an ex-professional athlete, so he knows what he's doing as well.
Our fellow teammate wakes up.
There's the second goal of Bruce.
That's our accommodation for the night.
Champion.
Amper nou 203, hy gaan nou 203.
Bliksem. Jy by Tallies gaan.
Ja. Hy stap.
Prysie here.
Who in your team slept the best?
I'm probably Marius. Marius. That guy Yeah, he slept, I think it was 8 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock in the afternoon. And he said to me, Roo, you have to start sleeping. I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm sleeping right now.
So I do have the ability to sleep very fast, even in crowded spaces. I don't mind sleeping at all. And once my head hits a pillow, I'm like, I can take a 8-minute nap.
He literally slept from 8, ran, slept, ran, slept, ran. Until the morning. I think he slept more than 8 hours that night. The funny thing is he just had a baby and he told me he slept better that night than all the other nights at home.
And I think I slept the most between everybody here. Even if we didn't even have that long breaks, we just had short intervals. But I think I crammed it in.
The Willoway team, they surprised me so much because they lost a teammate. In the whole event, so they were just 5 people. But I remember, 4 o'clock in the morning. I remember still I'm laying in my area where I slept, and he came past for 1 lap, and he stopped and he said, "Yeah, let's go. Now we're getting started." Yeah, and I thought, how is it that you have so much energy now? And they kept that energetic running and excitement and everything from 4 o'clock in the morning until we finished.
Because it was like a fun race, but obviously once I pulled out the leaderboard, I'm like, I want to win. I don't want to come second to last.
We were just above them on the leaderboard, and from that point, they kicked it up a notch and they went past us.
And I was a bit shocked by the CrossFitters. They moved quickly. They really surprised me in a really good way.
I think it was Willoway. And I was just thinking, there's no way these CrossFit guys are gonna beat us. Like, yeah, they do run and the high rocks and all of that. It was insane, like how they could do K after K after K of just full blasting it.
But we were 4th in the positions. We were number 4. We were quite a lot of kilometers behind the other teams, 3rd and 2nd. And I just decided, listen, we have to shift gears. If we want to make moves, now's the time to move, because people were like still in their sleeping bags when they had to run. And I just thought to myself, this is the time we have to take advantage. And the only way to take advantage is to start running shorter distances, more intense. And then everybody just came back on fire. 4 minutes per kilometer pace. And we were just smashing kilometer after kilometer. And that actually just got the whole vibe. So we went hard into the morning from 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, even until 1. We were just smashing 1 kilometer at a time. Every guy, person go, you sit in your chair. And I think that was the best part for me, to see like how we can shift gears. And that was just a mentality. That was just like, we're in the gutters, everybody's sore, everybody's hungry, everybody's cold. But we have to shift gears while the other guys are sleeping. While the other guys are clocking slow kilometers, we're going to start smashing kilometers one after the other. And I really think we executed on that plan like to the T.
Brighter days is on the other side of pain. Can't be the same if you wanna see some change. Iced out chains got you acting kinda strange. Mind got corroded by the fortune and the fame. Ego so bloated, got your head on the range by the followers and looks. Movers and the crooks, beat down low. You need a ram in a bush. Can't debate, you took the bait, a fish in a hook. Made a friend of an enemy, you mistook. Growing up is knowing everybody ain't solid. Or somebody to everybody ends up with nobody. Lose if you won't, lose if you will.
Then we found out that Hoka, who was the second strongest team, lost one of their runners. I kind of got a little bit of hope, because I'm like, okay, they're not going to be as strong as a competitor anymore. But when Willoway started doing those 1 kilometer sprints, I thought, oh dear, maybe in some way they're going to catch up with us. But then we quickly did the math and I saw, listen, we're in the lead. No matter how fast they run, we've got this. I felt more at peace, and then I knew, okay, listen, we've got this in the bag. But then I think it changed to, let's see how far we can run.
The uRun team, they all look like very strong runners. Obviously, we don't know everything about them. Then, you know, you hear things, people are very fast runners, they're training for the comrades, and that starts getting into your head a little bit. But you also learn to appreciate fast runners. You appreciate what they can do and how fast they can run and how much they're able to carry.
Yeah, Dylan's finishing his lap in the end, it's my turn. Kind of, but I mean, there's still, I think 3 hours, 3 hours, 40 minutes left, so we don't know. But I think our lead currently is, no, we're gonna win. What am I even saying? Ons gaan wen.
Great hè? Slaan kilo's of 2 kilo's laps. Voel lekker, pace is lekker. Voel goed. Things maintainable en ja, voel rarig lekker. En nou 3:39 average for 2 guys. Maar voel lekker.
That's solid.
Voel great hè?
To say, I think Dylan definitely pushed through. I think if someone had to be feared, Dylan genuinely stepped up when we said, yo, we feel like we can't go another loop. Dylan said, you know what, I'll go that extra mile.
We ran 327 kilometers in the 24 hours. I ran 90.44 kilometers exactly in the 24 hours. Almost 91, but yeah. So at the moment I'm pursuing to run professionally in 1500 or 800, and next year I'll run for Tux / Nike, but I'm not on a professional level yet, but that's the dream definitely. So maybe next year get a contract at wherever, maybe Nike or something. So that's definitely the dream.
Alex was amazing. I remember watching him run through where the gazebo was, and I could see on his face how much pain he was in. But he was running so fast and he wasn't willing to stop. And I think that even when we said, you have to do an extra one, he just showed up and he did it.
For me, on a personal level, I love events like this. I've done a few 24-hour mountain bike challenges as well. And the vibes it just brings, and it's also that community that comes together. And you make new friends. Immediately you get there, make new friends, meet new people as well. And everyone's there for running, which is pretty cool.
So I came into the race, I wanted it to be mentally tough. That's why I said yes in the first place as well. Because I did a shift from 1 to 2 a.m. and I did 15 Ks in that hour, so I averaged about 4 minutes a K. It was super fun for me, I won't lie. Just seeing other people run and just so quiet outside and just talking with yourself, you and your own thoughts, just logging the miles, doing the things, 15, 16 of these laps. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Tired, legs are very tired, but yeah, we're pushing. Strategy, not going too fast out the gates. You don't realize how much you're going to need that strength at the end. Because now everyone is in pain. There's no way to avoid the pain. So yeah, I think strategy.
Rough. Rough. No, that's no tough. Maar 2 hours left. Dus I'm on it fast bite. I've just got blue toes.
Oh wow.
That's not nice. My father does that. Not really. I'm actually feeling pretty okay. Just tired, my body's tired. But the legs are feeling fine. Still doing sub 4s, so feeling good. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to be such tough competition. I think we're a pretty good group of runners. But the competition has been insane, but it's fun. It's like you're chasing someone always, so it's been awesome. So just a super cool event, and we'll definitely do it again. So
I think it's just more about
how long 24 hours is.
I think we didn't realize how long 24 hours really.
How important the sleep is. With no sleep, the energy tank is not very efficient the next day. Yeah, I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, I agree with Daniel. Terrible.
I think it's just like the recovery time is so small, and every time you go on, you have to alright, pray that you're gonna finish, and yeah.
think the number one thing that stood out for me is how resilient people are. Like the incredible resilience people have. There were people running 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if it's walking or running. I don't know what you would shuffling, but they just never stopped. That is something that stood out to me, to say our bodies and our minds are so much more capable of than what we think we are capable of doing.
How everyone pushed themselves. I really feel like a lot of people learned a lot about themselves during this race, and also learned that they can push themselves a bit further.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tough things, to do tough things, I think shapes your character in a way, strengthens your mind.
Looking back, I think I'm more in awe of what we as human beings are capable of, and I'm now just so encouraged. I just want to enter for more races and do more challenging things.
After every lap or every section of running, I was gonna like write something in a journal book. I had the book in my bag and everything, and I didn't write one word in the 24 hours. It showed a lot of guts. It showed me what I can do more. And it was exactly that mental thing that I was looking for in the beginning. I found that, I got that. That was the thing. Your mind pulls you through. It was because the body is hurting, everything is hurting so much. Every time I was like, flip the switch, put it on, you're gonna run.
And just a community, I think, just to invest more in the people around me, because there's super good people in this community. As from a personal aspect, running is what I need to do, and I just need to pursue it. So I think it was definitely a good race and a good just evening and day with the people.
We're all running against each other, but at the same time we're all cheering each other on. And that can be, you don't have to compete at something and not be a part of the community, and be nice to other people and support other people. Those two can go hand in hand.
We want to keep progressing this race, but like we want to have maybe something more in the future. But this is like a taster. It was something small. It was almost like a trial period for something bigger that we want to do.
I have to. You can't run now for 12 hours. You have to run for 48 now.
So congratulations, put your hands together for the winners, guys. Hey guys, thanks for making a great event. See you guys next year.